Hey, what's up? Kevlin here. I've got Elise, my albino ball python, with me, and we are going to do another video. Obviously, what else would I be doing? I've ranked the Hoshiden Royals, and now I'm going to do it again, but this time with the Nohrian Royals. So for those of you that are new or have like a fly brain like me, I'm going to explain how my ranking system works. First off is usefulness. Are they useful in battle, or are they just human shields? Second, personality. I'll be looking at this from as if I were in their world and if they would make a better battle partner or a better downtime partner. Last one is their outfit. Does it match the personality? Is it fun to draw? Is it awesome to see in cosplay? Okay, actually, last one. Since this is my own personal list, it may not line up with yours, and that's okay. We're all free to have our own thoughts and opinions, and at the end of the day, we're just here to have some fun. So let's get started. The Nohrian royals come from Nor. Yeah, that's great writing there. Got a real winner there past me. The royals are the eldest prince Xander, the oldest sister Camilla, the Dark Knight Leo, and the youngest one of the group, Elise. They first premiered in Fire Emblem Fates and took the lead in Conquest. And the lead for me is the first one on this list, Leo. Being a mage knight, I keep wanting to call them that. Being a dark knight, Leo has the ability to use both swords and magic. He even comes with his own weapons, like Leo's Ice Blade and Brynhild, or however you pronounce that. I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm not going to accidentally summon a demon in the apartment because I can't pronounce that. I apologize in advance. I gave Leo his Ice Blade, but he never really uses it since his strong point is magic. His relic, Brynhild, is a steady tome. It isn't super strong, and it doesn't seem to have a high crit rate, but it's steady and a good base for him. As a prince, he should be well-rounded in many subjects, but thrives mostly on history and magical studies. He can be very harsh on people, but one thing he does is he explains why you did something wrong and how you can fix it. I've seen so many teachers just tell a student it's wrong and not tell them how to fix it. Leo also leads through example. He's very serious and very studious, and he sets a good example. He can also be vulnerable as well with people close to him, like his siblings. Just like his counterpart Takumi, they both struggle with feeling competent, or should I say incompetent, compared to their siblings, including Korner. The one thing I feel Leo does a bit better than Takumi is opening up to people and being honest about his feelings. I feel like Leo is a bit more approachable than Takumi. I wouldn't say pineapples are exactly the most snuggly fruit. Though most of it feels like he's pointing all of his criticisms at himself, he lets others know and works with them to reach an outcome where they can both benefit. Leo's armor is something else. It's a pain to draw. I've only done it a handful of times. I can't even imagine trying to craft armor for cosplay. While I don't hate it, it doesn't really sit quite right with me. It's closer to his vibe than the standard Nohrian's mage's outfit, but I don't really know how to put it. Maybe the armor was supposed to be some symbol for his closed personality or something. I don't know. I think I'm reading too much into this, and you can thank English class for that. Anywho, on to the next one. The next one on this list is going to be Xander. One of the main reasons he didn't make number one is because of his hit ratio in battle. He can have a 80% chance of hitting his target and still miss. His attacks can be pretty lethal if they ever land. I don't know if it's his luck or what factors into him almost always missing, but it's kind of ridiculous. Xander's saving grace, though, is that most of his attacks are crits, so that raises his hit ratio to about 95%. Combining that with a sword that shoots blood lasers out of it, he's a decent unit. Okay, he's better than decent. It's strange how such a militaristic kingdom has so many knights, and a lot of them are just okay. Yes, Xander's a prince and a main character, but he really does blow the other paladins out of the water. Something that's also just okay is Xander's personality. He's a lot more conservative. He's a lot more conservative than Ryoma, and I understand why. He's next in line for the throne and the military leader of a large army, so he's seen that he has to lead through somewhat of a stern and strong leadership. Something Camilla brought up in her and Xander's conversation is something similar. He seems busy, but almost distant. I've heard people talk about how Fate's writing ruined Xander's character, and while I'm not the best writer myself, I would have loved to see more character growth with him. He always seems so reluctant to change. Like how in his conversation with Elise, he thought it was almost impossible to gain an upper hand by being nice and helping old people cross the street, until Elise proved him wrong. One thing I do appreciate about Xander and the Nohrian Royals is they all can admit when they're wrong, though, and they can be happy with who they are. Something I am happy with is Xander's outfit. I feel like it's a good fit for him. A good outfit, should I say? I'm sorry. I'll edit that out. Should I edit that out? That was pretty bad. The next star on this list is Elise. No, not the snake. However, I did name the snake after her, to be fair. And also, to be fair, the snake is a bit more useful than Elise. You're such a good girl. On the battlefield, Elise starts out as a healer, and it takes forever to level her up. Her defenses might as well be made out of tissue paper, because she can't take more than 2 or 3 hits. When she finally gets her hands on a tome, she can't really do much compared to Leo, Nyx, or Ophelia. Leveling her up and getting her conversations was definitely a challenge, so I just paired her up as a support unit usually. While she may not shine on the battlefield, Elise is one of the best off the battlefield. She's always so encouraging and sweet and honest. She wants everybody to be happy and will go to any lengths to do so. She's also very comfortable with herself, though she wouldn't mind being a bit older. What do you even mean by that, Leo? Elise is also one to put herself in harm's way, sometimes literally, to help people in need. Like in Birthright, you can find her volunteering to help a small slum in the sewers by delivering goods and flowers. Elise's outfit also perfectly matches her personality. I also loved the fact that it isn't purple and black or gold and black like her siblings' outfits. It's pink and white and black with ribbons and bows, which really stands out in the Nohrian fashion department when everyone's just wearing like dark, heavy armor. Now, someone who stands out, but not enough for me to place her higher than 4th, is Camilla. I'm not placing her because of the fan service aspect or her overabundance presence in Heroes. Let's just get that clear right now. I can hear all the people disliking the video already. I'm placing Camilla here because in battle, she stinks. Being a flying unit also combined with being an axe unit, her defense is low and her hit ratio is almost just as low. She has the potential to do a ton of damage, like any axe user, but most of her attacks miss. Maybe it's just because axes are so heavy and awkward to wield, like this ball python. I don't know. But I do know that she falls into the same category as Hanoka. They're both portrayed as lethal warriors, but they are usually the first to fall. Now, where Camilla rises above the rest is her personality. I don't usually like overbearing personalities, but I only really get that in conversations with Korner. With other characters, Camilla is kind and supportive, and she loves to help her siblings. They usually go to her anyways for advice, something Xander's a bit jealous of. Sometimes she can even tease or joke with some of the other people in the army, too. I wish we got to see more of sibling supportive, relaxed Camilla than the usual clingy, seductive, stalker, whatever you want to call it, personality. I'm not denying that Camilla was designed to be some of those things. I just know that depending on who you ask, they prefer different parts of Camilla's personality. And I like to think that there's more to her than just face value. Now, her outfit would definitely back up that the princess is for fan service, but I actually really like it. Not for the reasons other people like it, but it really adds to her presence, and the gold and black all really work well together, bringing out that purple. She also stands out apart from the other Melig Knights. I noticed that all the other Dark Knights wear the same thing as Leo. The only difference is that Leo isn't wearing a mask, and he has a slightly different color palette. Same thing with Xander. Besides not wearing a helmet, the only thing that sets Xander apart is his uniform is like a pinkish purple instead of a red or a blue. So Camilla having her own like fashion wardrobe is just, I don't know, it's really cool just to think about that. And I can definitely tell that she probably helped Elise do her hair. And that concludes the list. Let me know who your favorite Nohrian Royal is and how you'd rank them. Would you guys be interested in me doing something like this for like the neutral path characters like Azura and Kaze? Or one of those tier lists with like all the Fates Royals? Let me know. I'm not really sure what y'all want. That's why I put up those community polls. So check those out. There's probably one up maybe about every month. But until then, Elise and I wish you a good one. So on my DS, I've played all of the Fates routes, Birthright, Conquest, and Revelations multiple times, but for some reason, the game only wants to give me credit for Birthright and Revelations. I don't know why, but like, oh well. You guys should also stop by for a visit before the 3DS servers shut down. The castle grounds aren't exactly made for battle. There's more made for visiting, but if you want to stop by and pillage my village or just stop by, you're more than welcome to. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. So you guys have a good one, and yeah, I don't know how to end videos.